What's up, guys? Luke here from Luke's Points and Miles, and today I have kind of a wacky video. It's not going to be super informational. It's going to be more an entertainment and more of a personal piece. But there will be some teaching points somewhere along this about how many credit cards is too many. Well, that's going to be a personal choice for everyone. But I am going to reveal the 13 personal cards I'm currently carrying, and you can decide if this is too many. And I'll go over the credit limits on each of the cards and maybe talk a little bit about why I got each one of these cards. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. But guys, if it's your first time with us, we normally talk about credit cards, cashback, points, miles, and travel, and cryptocurrencies. If you're interested in that sort of thing, hit the subscribe button. We release videos at least once or twice a week. We have been posting quite a bit more because I have my own room to do this in. And if you get any value at all out of this video, hit the like button. It'll help with the YouTube algorithm, and it will help us get the channel out to other people. And if you think this is just entertaining in general, hit that like button. We will greatly appreciate it. All right, guys. So I've been pretty transparent about my credit journey. I have went from someone who had a Discover Cashback card when I was a young sailor for many, many years to someone who carried tons of credit card debt and didn't really know any better. In the last couple years, I have really gotten into the points, miles, and cashback rewards aspect of credit cards. And I don't carry any credit card debt. I have a 0 utilization rate. I do have a lot of hard inquiries, but first, before I go over all these different cards that will make me look super crazy, I want to tell you how I manage them. Every morning when I get up, I look at all my credit card apps on my phone. It's part of my daily routine. It's part of my morning coffee. I know it sounds weird, and I know people probably think, well, this guy is obsessed or he's a nerd. Not really. This is a game to me. This is a hobby, and this is relaxing, and it's fun for me. So every morning, I check my apps, and if there is a balance on a credit card, I pay it. Now, I know there are a lot of super awesome gurus and smart guys that will tell you to pay your statement on the 15th and leave $1.07 to report so you can pay interest on that, and then your credit score will go. I don't follow any of those silly rules. If there is a balance on the credit card, I pay it off. Now, for people who say, hey, you can't do that, I have like 180 months in a row of on-time payments. So I keep it simple. I just pay them. I do have over an 800 credit score, so having this many credit cards and this many open accounts has not hurt me. And this is really the tip of the iceberg. If you're a fan of the channel, you know I'm mostly into business credit cards. So my last several credit cards have been business cards. I guess I just wanted to dispel some misconceptions that having a bunch of credit cards is not detrimental to your credit. Now, let's start this list off, and I want to start it off by saying I have 13 personal credit cards, and 3 of them don't have a set spending limit, so that credit limit is not included in the fact that I have over $240,000 of available credit with credit cards. All right, let's go ahead and get started. These are in no particular order, but I will comment a little bit about each card and why I have it and when I got it. First card is the Chase Amazon Prime card. I got this a long time ago when credit card churning was in. This was a card that I would normally have a balance on and pay interest on. Since figuring out credit cards, I've kept this one, and it has an $8,000 credit limit. My next card we'll talk about is a Capital One Quicksilver. Now, this Capital One Quicksilver was product changed from a Venture. The Capital One Venture was one of my first cards that I really earned points on, and I really started getting into the game way back when. And this card has a $30,000 credit limit. For all you people that complain about Capital One's credit limits, they're not that bad. Next card is a Capital One Venture One. This was my first Capital One card, and I actually bought a Ford van for tailgating with this credit card. I think it was earning 1.25 points per dollar, but I bought a van with this way back when to go to football games and tailgate with. Great purchase. This card only has a $5,000 credit limit, because if you remember at the beginning of this worldwide thing, Capital One started cutting credit limits, and that was one they cut the credit limit on. I think it was 11,000, so no big deal. I don't use it much, so I don't really care. Next card is the USAA Cash Rewards Visa. I think this gets 1.5% cash back. This was a card I got when I first learned that my credit was good enough to get a bonus for getting a credit card. And I have my insurance with USAA. I think they're a great financial institution, so I wanted to keep that relationship strong. This card has a $25,000 credit limit. Now, the next three we'll talk about are the American Express Gold, Platinum, and Green card. Obviously, these are for earning membership rewards points. None of them have a set credit limit. I have no idea what they would be. I would think they would be at least 30,000 each, but I'm not going to include that in the 240,000. But if I did, it would be well over $300,000 in available credit card debt. The green will probably be canceled this year. I think it's not a card for me. We'll do a video on that. But the gold and the platinum I use quite often. It will be very difficult to get rid of those. It's possible. Next card we'll talk about is the American Express Hilton Honors Aspire. Fantastic card. Premium annual fee, but premium benefits. It's a super awesome card, and American Express has given me a $30,000 credit limit on that one. The next card is really interesting. It's the Wells Fargo Propel. When I first got a travel card, I got the Wells Fargo Propel. Obviously, this card is not available for new customers, but it is a legacy product and it still works. Still gives me great offers. The Wells Fargo Propel is an awesome no annual fee card, and they have given me a $10,000 credit limit on that one. About the same time I got that, I got the Fidelity Visa card, and that one has a $19,000 credit limit. Now, what I used the Fidelity Visa card for was, I think it's worth mentioning, I got this card because I started to invest with Fidelity, and this is a card that really directly contributed to me getting my first rental property. My strategy for getting my first rental property was to invest until I had enough money for a down payment, and I used that money I had invested, converted it to cash, used it for a down payment on a rental property, and it's been making money ever since. Thanks, Fidelity. Next card is the Navy Federal Credit Union Flagship. I love Navy Federal. I want to solidify this relationship with them, and it was a great bonus. It was a $500 cashback bonus, and they gave me $18,000 credit limit on that one. I will probably keep that one for quite a while just because I plan to explore different products with Navy Federal in the future. Next up, Citi Custom Cash. I've had a real problem with getting Citi cards in the last year, so the only way to get this one, I was actually declined for it when I applied, but I did a product change from the Citi Advantage American Airlines card. So product change to that, and that one has a $12,400 credit limit. Thank you for that extra $400, Citi. Anyway, that's a great card. One of the best of 2021. Next card is the US Bank Cash Plus. This is a card I got after I had really established a lot of transferable currency travel point cards. I wanted to sort of build into some cashback options, and I think this US Bank Cash Plus card is a super underrated, super awesome cashback card. They gave me a $20,500 credit limit. Thanks, US Bank. I have really enjoyed working with them. They've been a challenge, but they do have some other products I'm interested in. Next card is one you are probably not familiar with. It is the Park National Max Cash Rewards card. Now, I did a video a while back and no one watched it, but the US Bank Cash Plus card has a bunch of clones with smaller banks. Elan Financial is owned by US Bank, and Elan Financial runs the credit card programs for these smaller local and regional banks. So they have developed a product almost exactly like the US Bank Cash Plus, but if you ever wanted 5% cash back on several different categories, this is it. I really like this card. I have it set for 5% cash back on entertainment and cell phones. So my Disneyland tickets and my movie theater tickets, 5% cash back. That one has a $15,000 credit limit. And these next two I just got in the last couple weeks, and I am kind of embarrassed to say I'm, at least with one of them, I'm not sure why I got it. And I may have actually gotten it by mistake, but I did get the SoFi MasterCard. I wanted to create a SoFi account to see what all the hype was. And so far I have mixed reviews, but I'll probably do a review on just the SoFi products in general. I like some of it, and some of it is really wacky. But the SoFi credit card is no annual fee, no foreign transaction fee, 2% cashback card. And they gave me $12,500 credit limit. The next one I just got this week, and I just did a video the other day. It's the BlockFi Signature Visa. I got it because I wanted some exposure to crypto, and I thought it had some other benefits that might be good for me. And they gave me a $25,000 credit limit. So all in all, guys, that is over $230,000 or $240,000 in available credit, not counting the American Express charge cards. This has not adversely affected my credit. This has not adversely affected my ability to get mortgages and refinance mortgages. I think there are a lot of credit myths, and we will probably do a video just on credit myths, but the moral of the story is I don't want you to limit yourself, and I don't want you to exactly worry about how many hard inquiries you have on your credit report. Obviously, I'm a little bit older, and I have a longer credit history and a thicker credit profile, but I have a lot of available credit, and I have a lot of options when it comes to earning rewards, cash back, and things like that. And I think each one of these cards has a place. Maybe the Venture One card only has a place because of its age of credit. But my strategy, if you could call it that, is I am an Amex fanboy, and I also sprinkle in cashback opportunities with that. So that's pretty much what I do. And depending on my needs, I will turn the faucet up for cashback or turn it down when I want more travel. At the end of the day, I don't think you should be afraid of getting new cards. And also, don't be afraid to use a retail cashback shopping portal. We suggest Rakuten for your retail shopping. It is a cashback shopping portal that gives some of the best offers. But the unique thing about Rakuten is you can opt to earn American Express membership rewards points in lieu of cashback. Now, we do have a link below. If you use our link, you'll get $30 cash back on your very first order. And guys, if you are interested in any of these cards we talked about, we should have links below for most of them. And guys, thank you. In the comments, I want to ask you a question. How many personal credit cards do you have right now? Are you crazy like me, or are you much more conservative and much more normal? Anyway, comment below, how many credit cards do you have? And are you afraid to get 25 credit cards, 20 credit cards? Is that not something you're interested in? Guys, if you have stayed around all the way to the end, thank you.